Jen, you run into a salesperson at some level from someone who would say, oh my gosh, I would love to sell them. Do you know Jen? Know your last name. What is appropriate given that, hey, I'm a sales rep, I cover a territory, I just run into you. What's appropriate knowing that you're probably not making this decision, you're someone else on your team? What's the best recommendations or advice you might be able to give to a sales professional on how to come across in a way that ideally is assertive, but also socially intelligent when, Meagan, maybe I'll ask you to back this up afterwards. They run in this sort of situation. There's going to be some levels between where they're at and where the decision is made. But yet, I would say, hey, don't be afraid to go talk to one of you in your leadership roles. What sort of advice might you have on how to comport themselves when this opportunity does arise?
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing is just open communication, having a good conversation with me. Yes, I'm not going to make that ultimate purchasing decision. We have different purchasing agents within our company, but I think to open the door, talk a bit about yourself, talk a bit about your company. Not a big product dump, because many of those products I'm not going to be able to, say, oh, great, this is, we need this, we have a void here and we need to fill this. I'm not going to know all that information, but I think if you can be genuine and you can be yourself, sometimes I think the word partnership and all that is it's overused and sometimes can be cliche. So don't use generalities. Talk specifically about who you are, what your company is, and what you can do for us. And then at that point, I would absolutely get you in the door with the proper people to have that initial meeting with, that you, again, can explain a little more in depth as to who your company is and who you are, and then, to further that conversation. But again, just be genuine. And again, the general terms you hear a lot of that throughout the industry. So be a little more specific and really be in tune with who I am, my company, and then also who you are.
I agree with Jen. I would add, know who you're competing with when you come to us, and lead with that. Hey, I know you compete with these. I know you also sell these 3 brands. We would like an opportunity to serve you. What's the right way to do that? I really appreciate that question. You should be really wary of any executive that made a decision and been like, yes, we're going to sell your product. It's like such a red flag that you're selling to a company that is kind of a disaster.